I know you think you're listening to the words and watching us, but what's actually going on is this little thing I call ESB, underneath the surface, that is going in energetically to contribute a space of being to you that will let you know that there is a space for your being to exist, and hopefully you will seek it. Yeah! And then to seal the deal, I dance like this. This universe has a lot to gift, and we are letting ourselves receive so little. So question, what percentage of what the universe is trying to gift you are you receiving? More than 1% or less? Dismally less than 1%. Wow, you know, that can be depressing or exciting, your choice, okay? Be depressing because what do? We're like, I didn't do this, I'm bad, I'm wrong, which increases the receiving or decreases? Decreases. You guys are so good, so smart already like 2 minutes in, so good. My people have arrived. So it decreases your receiving. So what if instead you went, wow, that means I've got about 99.99999% more to increase my receiving. I actually know something that I'm not acknowledging, and I need to acknowledge what I know. So when you're in one of those moments, what is it that I know that I'm not acknowledging? What is it I can choose that I'm not choosing? What is it I can be that I'm not being? And what am I stepping into being that I'm trying to avoid and defend against? Here's the biggest, most rewarding challenge of your life, finding out what's true for you and what you would like to choose. The far most challenging, far most rewarding thing in your life is finding out what you would like to choose. What do I know and what would I like to choose? What do I know and what would I like to choose? What do I know and what would I like to choose? And what can I choose that nobody else can? So the presumptive realities are where we presume the nature of, if I choose this, here's all the bad things that will happen, basically. So I'm not going to choose that because bad things will happen. Except, have you ever noticed that the more choices you make to get freer, to get more conscious, to get more aware, things just get greater in every area? And even those terrible things you thought were going to happen actually happen in a different way that's not terrible? Interesting. Your being is something so big and so different than we've been taught to access. Okay, so I was saying before, we've not been taught to distinguish between presumptive reality and what is actually true. We've not been taught to distinguish between presumptive reality and possibilities, okay? So presumptive reality is all these points of view about this is right and this is wrong, this is good, this is bad, this is possible, this is impossible. Possibilities are like, today, this moment is a new moment. Today is a new day. What can I choose today that I could never choose before? But what that gets us into is this very undefined space. If you're in reaction, and reaction is your fundamental point of view, which it has been for all of us, can you ever be in action? No. Reaction means I don't ever have to really be present and create. I just have to adjust and adapt to what is directed at me. That's a really big one.
How can I be magical and not stop myself?
I like that. I like it. Okay, number one, you have to acknowledge that you are magical.
Right.
Now, here's the weird thing. Being magical, being miraculous feels like nothing. Okay? It doesn't feel like anything. It feels like nothing, actually. I've said forever it doesn't feel like anything, and people are like, oh. But in actuality, it feels like nothing. What? Well, shit. What do you mean it feels like? I mean, it feels like nothing. When you're being a miracle, it feels like nothing. How many times have you felt like nothing? And then you're like, oh my God, what's wrong? I don't feel anything. Guess what? Every feeling is based on a need of reactive reality. Every single feeling. And every single feeling you use to navigate your life based on need of reactive realities. Okay, so miracles occur from the magic of your being. That's how miracles occur. We think magic is, oh, I need a wand. Like even fucking Harry Potter. I'm like, I'm sorry. If you're an actual wizard, you don't need a fucking wand. Like, no, what? The wand has the power? No, the wand does not have the power. The wand does not have the power. You are the power. So everything you've done to look for everything outside of you that not only gives you permission, but the reason and justification, but also is the source of power and the source of miracles, that if you can just figure out the right formula, you get miracles finally, well, you just run and create all that, please.